Hey everyone, it's Tuesday night, August 6th here in Queen Creek, Arizona, and I just wanted to do a quick astrology update because I am running out of town tomorrow just for a night to breathe some great air in Sedona and to make some magic there. And I wanted to give you a quick update on what's going on the planets. That's a bright screen. I know the lighting is not terrific tonight, but it's not about the lighting. It's about tuning you into a little bit about what's going on. Um, the news. Try to stay away from the mainstream news. There's unquestionably some really bad things going on, but the thing you have to know about the astrology is nothing is as it seems. This is the long-term transit of Neptune going through Pisces. So we're pretty much in the middle of this is lightweight conversation, by the way, for it's still a Tuesday night, but we're here in the United States. We're in the middle of a civil war. It's here. If you've looked at my posts over the last 2 or 3 years, this has been going on for a long time, with Pluto going through Capricorn. A lot of triggers along the way, the square from Uranus through Aries, but that's recent history. It's here right now in front of us. So we've got to take it within to make the most of it. It doesn't mean do what you can outwardly in your own sphere of influence, but do what you can to find your center in all of this, because everyone is feeling it, whether they're talking about it or not. So tonight, the moon is in Scorpio. In general, when the moon's in Scorpio, it will exaggerate emotions or feelings. The fact that the moon is just now forming an angle to Uranus in Taurus means that you could be triggered emotionally. There's some good news at the same time. The sun is forming a really helpful angle to Jupiter, which is about to go direct over the weekend. And Venus is moving into what's called a grand trine to Sun and Jupiter. So this is really mixed feelings, because on one hand, you've got the emotions of everything that's just passed. On the other hand, you've got an opportunity to feel a little better for a few days. If you know your chart, check the houses so you can see what area of your life you may find a door opening. That would be a really helpful thing to do. So just for a moment here, to go over again some of the things I've talked about over the last couple of years, about things that are being stirred up, that are coming to light. And there's a lot of what looks like forward movement and then backward movement. And there's a lot of feeling like you want to move forward in things in your life, and then something's holding you back from doing that. So this is going on personally and collectively. And what we all need to know right now is nothing is as it seems. So if you're waiting for the other side, whatever that is, to see the errors of their ways, or that you knew what was up all along or anything like that. There's some of us that have been looking deeper for a long time, and there's things we see and there's things that we know. There's also things we think we see and things we think we know. And no one, by the time this is complete, no one is going to know for certain that they've known everything. It's been in the works for a while. There are a few things that we're observing that are as they seem. And if you're going to watch any television at all, You have to know that every script, every newscast, no matter what side you're watching, has an agenda. It's just like ads, advertisers. We can fast forward through those now, a lot of us, because we have the luxury of recording things and cable TV. But do you think the powers that be are going to miss an opportunity to influence your thinking where they can? So my message to you tonight is, for now, be aware of your emotions if you're feeling triggered, and take advantage of a couple of days if you want, if you can perhaps feel a little elated. But know, in the scheme of things, we're in the thick of it. It began in July with the eclipses of the moon. It began much longer ago than that. But July meant, if you didn't know we're in it, if you're paying attention at all, now you know we're in it. If you didn't know you were in it, now you know you're in it, whether you're admitting it or not. So take care of yourselves. Be aware, be alert. You've heard them say some, I just screwed that up. See something, say something. Keep your eyes open. Don't take anything for granted. But do the balancing act. Take time, make time to find the peace inside of yourself, and take that with you when you go out. Don't take whatever you're riled up about, whether you're angry about things going on in the collective, or whether you've got a dissatisfaction relating to something personal. Do what you can to leave that when you're in the public, because people are doing some really crazy things, and they're doing some bad things, and it's at a much larger scale. And it's not like when you heard in the past about civil war, when there were North in the country with the split. The split that's going on now, and the artillery that's being used is media and the internet, mostly. So, and there's other stuff going on in the waves, 4G, 5G, that stuff, but I don't need to get into that right now. Take care of yourself, honor yourself. Thank you for spending the time with me. I'm going to play in Sedona tomorrow, and maybe post a couple of pictures. And I just, my heart is in it, and my mind is in it with you all. See you next time.